Hey y'all, today I'm coming to you guys with a video that hasn't really been requested, but I do get a lot of questions about it, and it is how to start a YouTube channel. Now I know that I don't have 100k, 200, 300, 400, 500k subscribers or whatever, but I do get this question a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. People either emailing me, DMing me, whatever, asking me how to start a YouTube channel, telling me they're interested in starting a YouTube channel and how to do it. So here we go. Okay, the first thing that I'm gonna say is if you have a Google account, Google Plus, Gmail or anything like that, or even if you have a YouTube account, you already have a channel. It's just a matter of actually uploading some content to your channel. If you have a YouTube account, Gmail, Google, or anything like that, you have a channel. It's just a matter of, posting things on that channel, basically. So yeah, the next thing I will say is you do not, and I repeat, you do not need to go out and get an expensive camera or equipment or anything like that to start your YouTube channel. You can use whatever you have on hand that can record video and sound to make videos for your YouTube channel. Now, my first few videos, I used a really old point and shoot camera that I had for years, before I even knew what a DSLR was. So you do not need to just run out and go buy a Canon T5i or 60D, 70D, whatever. You don't need to go out spending all of that type of money, mainly because you never know if, a lot of people want to do YouTube, but once you started and you see how much work that actually goes in behind the scenes, a lot of people start but fall off because it's a lot that goes into it. So you really have to have a love for it, if you will. So I would definitely say don't just rush out and buy the most expensive camera you can find because you want to have bomb quality videos or anything like that. I mean, of course we all want to have the best quality videos, but just to start out with, I would say just use what you have so you can actually see if it's something that you're going to stick with, because ain't no sense in going out buying all this expensive equipment and then you quit after 5 videos or something like that. So yeah, and I've seen a lot of people, there's even people that I'm subscribed to now who use cell phones, who use their smartphone, their iPhone, whatever, or they'll use a webcam or any other kind of camera, like a point and shoot camera, and I still watch their videos, not because of the quality of the video, but the content. If I like what you're posting, then I'll watch regardless of the quality, whether it's the lighting is everything or editing is everything. So, but yeah, just start with what you have, whether it's your phone, a webcam with good quality, or whatever, a point and shoot camera, whatever. It doesn't have to be a Canon like most YouTubers use. It does not have to be a Canon. Use what you have. And also, you don't have to have a very expensive editing software to start off with. Just this goes along with the camera situation. Just use what you have or what you can get your hands on that's affordable to you at the time. You don't have to jump in head first trying to do what the big dogs do, like all those big YouTubers who can afford to go out and buy all of this expensive equipment. You don't need to do that. Just start with what you have or what you can afford at the moment and work your way up. Because when I started, I didn't have a backdrop, I didn't have lights and all of this other stuff. All of this came after. Once I started doing it more and more, then I started investing more into it. I didn't jump in with all of this. And basically, that's all that there is to it, and to starting a YouTube channel. Basically having a Google account to have a channel on YouTube, and then your equipment, because all the other stuff is just extra, because we all have different things that we want to do on YouTube or content that we want to create. So I can't really tell you what to do with the type of content that you want to create, because we might not want to focus on the same things. So I would say that the main thing about starting a YouTube channel is just having equipment that you can afford to start off with, so you can learn the ins and outs and see if it's something that you want to do, instead of just spending all of this money, thousands of dollars, to have this studio like a lot of YouTubers have, and then you're like, okay, I really don't want to do this. So I would very highly suggest just using what you have. And another thing I wanted to talk about, because now I can, is YouTube networks. YouTube networks. Now, I was a part of a YouTube network, and my contract just ended on Sunday, October 16th. And y'all don't even know. I was counting down the days after only being 6 months into my contract. So, here's what I'm going to say about YouTube networks. They are basically a scam. Pretty much. Just going to put it out there. They're basically a scam. Unless you have millions of followers or close to millions of followers, a lot of these networks aren't looking at your best interest. They're looking at theirs. The network that I was a part of, they have some big names, even a big name daily vlogging family here on YouTube. They're a part of the network that I was a part of, and they take very good care of them, as I see, because they send them on trips. They do a lot of different things with them. I mean, and then there are the smaller YouTubers like myself who have a bit of a gripe with them because we get absolutely no help. Now, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. But the network that I was a part of did absolutely, positively nothing. Absolutely nothing for me or my channel, to grow my channel, to help me get better ad revenue. They did absolutely nothing. Nothing. When I say nothing, that's what I mean. Nothing. They did nothing for me. All they did was take a percentage of my YouTube earnings and keep it moving. Pretty much. They did nothing. Everything for my channel, like the growth of my channel, everything, getting sponsored videos, everything I did on my own, through my own blood, sweat, and tears. My YouTube network did absolutely nothing. Nothing. They did nothing. And y'all could think I'm playing, y'all could think I'm over exaggerating, but they did nothing but collect a percentage of my money. Because the money that you get from your YouTube, okay, first YouTube gets their cut. YouTube and AdSense get their cut. And if you're part of a network, then your money gets sent to your network. Your network takes their cut, and then what's left over gets sent to you. So look at all these different hands in your money before it even comes to you. Now, I can understand YouTube and AdSense getting their cut, because without YouTube and AdSense, you wouldn't even be making any money. But as far as my network, they did nothing for me, so I could really not understand why they were even taking a percentage of my money. So they were basically just getting free money, basically stealing. I'll say stealing, because they weren't doing anything. That brings me to my next point with these YouTube networks. What they do is they may have about, I'll say, a handful of big dog YouTubers that are way up there, but they'll have thousands of smaller YouTubers who have maybe 5 to 20,000 subscribers or something like that in that area. And those are the main ones they'll reach out to. And then when you ask, well, who all is signed with this network, they'll send you like, oh, this big name, this big name, this big name, this big name. And that's used to draw you in, basically. And then you're like, okay, they're working with them. Then I could be in the same company with them. They could do for me what they did for them. And they won't. They just won't. Because your money, your little bit of money that you're going to bring in through ad revenue can't do really much for them. So they're going to work with the big ones more so than they work with you. They're going to be at top level priority. You're going to be way at the bottom, almost outside the door priority. So what they do is they pretty much prey on the fact that a lot of starting YouTubers who are trying to build their channel, they want to be an overnight success, basically. And what'll happen is they'll reach out to you. They reached out to me, and I was so excited that a network wanted to sign with me. I was so excited, thinking, okay, this is gonna help me take my channel to the next level, yada yada yada. And they sent over my contract, and what they are banking on is you not reading your contract thoroughly. And I, for one, did not. I'm not gonna lie. So it's partially my fault that I didn't, but I didn't. I skimmed through it. I looked for, what I thought were major points. The fact that I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to have control over my channel and what I posted, and they weren't going to be able to have, you know, the rights in my videos. I was still going to have all that. So that was the major thing I was looking for. I don't know why in my mind I was going by what she said in the email versus what the contract stated, because what she was telling me was, okay, we're going to help you grow your channel, we're going to help you get better ad revenue, and we're going to help you with this, we're going to help you with that, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, cool, that sounds good, that can help me. Versus what my contract said, which basically said all they would do is compile all my YouTube analytics, and basically that's it. They'll take a cut of my money for just basically taking from YouTube what I can see for myself and putting it on their dashboard, and they'll take a cut of my money. That's basically all my contract says. So that is what they are banking on. They banking on, you know, you being so excited that a YouTube network wants to work with you or sign you that you won't read your contract in its entirety. They got me like that. Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you, okay? Ooh, child. And then what should have been another red flag to me was that my contract was going to be 2 years. 2 years, 24 months. I looked back and saw that a lot of other YouTubers, their contract was for a year or, you know, something more feasible. But I was 6 months into my 2-year contract before I realized that I was getting played, basically. I was 6 months in. So just imagine knowing only 6 months in that you have another, what, 18 months to go with these people basically stealing your money and not doing nothing for you. Like, just this year alone, this is October, right? October. And if you're part of a network, you're thinking, okay, they're going to help promote my channel. They're going to help get me out there. The last time they promoted anything that I put on my channel, any video, anything, the last time they did that was in January 4th to be exact, and we are in October. This year is almost over. It's been almost a whole year since the last time they did anything to promote my channel in the least bit, and then all they would do is post it on their Twitter account and or their Instagram account, and my Twitter account and my Instagram account have more followers than theirs. Well, not their Twitter account, but definitely my Instagram account. So how isn't an even balanced business deal? It's really not. Just be careful. And basically what I will say is, just starting out, if you get, you know, emails from different networks asking you to sign with them, don't sign. Just don't. Regardless of what they're promising you, do not sign at all, because they're not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves. They want to get in all these little YouTubers who are working their way up. Let's just say they have about 1,000 small YouTubers that they're helping, and they're getting a cut of each one of these YouTubers' money. That adds up. So they're not going to be looking out for you. They're going to be looking out for the top dog and not you, because mine definitely didn't look out for me. And another thing is, like, they had very little communication with me. Like, I would reach out to them and it would take forever for them to get back to me. And then at first I was in under what they call their Glam Booth platform on the network, but then they changed the name, changed the whole makeup about it, and I knew absolutely nothing about this change until last week, and it had been changed. And then the only way I found out is because I logged on to the dashboard and saw that I was under some type of network, and I'm like, what is that? I've never even heard of that. So you would think if they're gonna make changes like that, that they would reach out to you, let you know, okay, now you're a part of this, you're a part of. They did nothing. They did none of that. Once I did go back and read through my contract with a fine-tooth comb, I combed through it with a fine-tooth comb and saw that I had to let them know in writing 30 days before my contract was to end that I did not want to renew my contract, because if you don't let them know, your contract will automatically renew, and they got you again. So when I saw that, that was in, I believe, May. The end of May, almost the end of May, that I saw that in my contract of this year. And I made sure I emailed the person who was my contact that I had to get in touch with. I made sure I emailed her and let her know, you know, that I did not want to continue. I wanted out of my contract. When my contract was up, I did not want to renew. And she never wrote me back. And I remember seeing somebody else say that they'll try to ignore you for as much as they can so you can miss that threshold of, you know, the certain amount of days where you have to tell them you want out. So I emailed her again in June and finally got a response back. And I'm like, see, y'all playing games, but networks. They're a scam. I won't say all of them are, but the one I was with definitely was. And like I say, this goes for a lot of them though. They're not helping the smaller channels that are trying to work their way up. They're more so looking out for the big money making ones. The millions of subscribers or close to millions of subscribers. The 200, 3,000 and up subscribers. They're mainly going to look out for them before they look out for the smaller channels. So if you have somebody in your inbox asking you to sign with their network, would you be interested? No. I don't even reply no more, because the last couple of times I get it all the time from different networks asking, do I want to join their network? And I don't even reply anymore, because no, I'm not, don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste yours. So no, I don't even reply. They just get nothing from me. And I even had one that I responded to, and she was like, yeah, I see. Because I told her no, I wasn't interested. She was like, well, yeah, I see that you're a part of Omnia Media Network, and how do you like it? I didn't even respond. It's like, I've already told you, no, I don't want to sign with your network. We don't need to go into details about the network that I'm a part of. All you need to know is my answer to your question, which was no. So yeah, don't sign with a network. They will basically just steal your money. You're like, they've gotten so much of my money in these last 2 years, and I'm like, do y'all know all the money y'all took from me and y'all did absolutely nothing for me? It's pitiful. It's really pitiful. I told my husband, I said, once this contract is up, better not nobody else email me about joining their network. Nobody, because I'm not signing with nobody. I'm doing all of this. You know, I'm the one putting in all this work. I'm gonna be the only one profiting from this channel here. So yeah, that's just my best advice with starting a YouTube channel and dealing with these networks that they gonna come for you. So you already have a YouTube channel. It's just a matter of uploading something to your channel, and then don't go out buying the most expensive stuff. Just use what you have until you learn the basics and the ins and outs, and see if it's something that you want to do long term before you invest long term money. So, and then with the networks, don't sign with them at all. I even know a lot of big namers who refuse to sign with networks because they've been messed over pretty much. So just don't sign with the network at all unless it's in writing and you've read the contract through and through and had somebody else read it through and through that can tell you, okay, this is a good deal, or no, this is a bunch of mess. So just leave it alone. So yeah, hope y'all found this video helpful. If you have any other questions about starting a YouTube channel, leave them down below, and I will probably do a follow-up video if I get enough questions. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video.